Culdcept, the Book of Creation and Destruction, as written by Kuldra, Absolute Goddess. The owner of the book will inherit her powers. The Scepters, warriors who control Culdcept, continue their warring. Any victor becomes a god and gains the power to create a new world. Many new worlds have been made. The creation of new worlds and Culdcept were a never-ending cycle of reincarnation. Kuldra, however, saw the future. There would be one scepter, and he would plot to end this vicious cycle. His name was Gemini. He would bring the entire universe under his control.
Welcome everyone, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Culdcept. No spoilers. Alright, so Culdcept is a card/board game for the PlayStation and PlayStation 2. Then they came out with another game called Culdcept Saga, that came out on the 360. The 360 version was kind of my first experience with Culdcept. Actually, my very first experience with Culdcept was actually at the very first volume of the manga, which I don't even think exists anymore. But yeah, sorry about the stutters in the video. This is on a PlayStation 2 emulator, unfortunately. I would happily play Culdcept Saga, but I don't have a capture card for 360. So I'll be playing this version, which has less cards and a few less abilities, but still the overall concept's still the same, which I'll go into when we do our first tutorial match. But I'm a little concerned about sound, so I might have to cut it off partway through. We'll see. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, one moment. Okay. Sorry, I was just doing some volume checks. I might have to do it one more time once we actually get into the game. Anyway, in Culdcept, you actually get to pick a character. It alternates male and female for each of the kind of little looks they have. Not really too much variety. We will be that one. And we shall name ourselves Kokuma. Alright. Yes, that's fine. Save it to that. Yeah, I actually have a Kokuma already made, I'll just overwrite it. Which means I just deleted whatever all was on Kokuma, which I think was actually a lot of cards, but whatever. Anyway, we can actually go through here and organize our deck. We actually start out with a kind of like a randomized deck, which generally will have 2 colors, some neutrals, some equipped cards, and some spells. Looks like we're starting with fire and nature cards, which is not a big deal. Anyway, let's go ahead and start story mode. There's going to be a cutscene. It's probably going to stutter. I apologize. From the beginning.
source of all worlds, foresees the future. One scepter will displace her as the source, and he will disrupt the entire universe. Kaldra knows the world he will appear in. It is Soltalia, world of Soltus, scepter turned god. Kaldra sends Golegan to Soltalia to put an end to Gemini's ambitions.
So yes, you do see a space staff fly through space and fly to this world, and that's what we're dealing with. Anyway, there aren't any scepters in this village either. I've been looking for powerful scepters for a month now, but I haven't had any luck. I've lost my touch. I found you, Gulagon. Wyvern, you again. There's a bounty on your head. For a bounty hunter like me, there's no way I could let you get away. Not now. I don't have enough magic power left to fight him now. Kuldra, I'm so sorry. It appears my mission is a failure. Who are you? I sense something. You're a scepter too. Help me! Another scepter? Even if that's true, don't mess with me. I'm the best card hunter in Soltaria. You won't stand a chance against me. Leave now for your own good. If I were to be defeated by him, the whole universe will be destroyed. Please. You're actually going to fight me? Well, I'll keep it in my memory like a souvenir. So you're called Kookuma. You travel as well in search of cards, but let me tell you, Kookuma, anyone who stands in my way is just another target. You'll regret that you ever saw me. And we're into the battle. Alright, give me one moment. I will make sure the volume's okay, and then we'll go from there. Alright, I turned down the volume just a smidge, just in case, but it seemed to be okay. Anyway, now I, Gulagon, the magic staff of God, will guide you, Kookuma, through the beginning of the battle. Now to begin, the conditions for victory. In this map, gather your magic to reach 5,000 G and return to the castle first to win. Simply making laps and returning to the castle will give you magic, however. Using creatures and capturing territories will increase your total magic. Now the methods. After drawing a card, press up on the direction button and roll the dice to move. Okay, for now, roll the dice and we'll meet again. Alright, that's a creature card we just drew. There's actually, I'll go ahead and go over what creature cards have. They have an element, which could either be either of the 4 elements, or they could be neutral. I don't think there's combination elements in this game. I don't remember. Anyway, let's see. ST is their strength. That's how much damage they do. So this one does 30. HP is their just their health. Once they hit 0, they die. MHP is their max HP. And G is their cost. So this one will cost 30. I'm just gonna call it mana to summon. This thing also has some additional qualities to it. The land limit means you cannot place this card on blue tiles. That's what that symbol means. It means water. Item limit means I cannot use armor or scrolls whenever this creature's in combat, because essentially this is a wall. Defense means that this card cannot be used in offense, so it means it can't really take over territories. It's just there for defense. So you just place it somewhere and then it just sits there. It's kind of like a wall in Magic the Gathering. And then the top right where it has that N, it's like, it represents like, I think, common, uncommon, and stuff. So in this case, this one's actually rather common, I think. The way they have their symbols is kind of weird. Anyway, so right now I start out with a hand of, as I mentioned before, I have nature and fire cards. So I have a Minotaur, it's fire, a tiger beetle, which is nature, a wall of stone, which is nature, and also has it also can't be put on wind tiles, which are yellow. And yeah, that's about it. I also have a spell which I can cast right now, but all it does is 20 damage to a target enemy creature, and right now there are no creatures on the field. In the top left, it shows what my current mana is at. I think one of them's my current mana, the other one's my total mana. Total mana is literally like your mana plus all your territories worth and stuff like that. So right now I don't have much to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll. The die roll kind of varies depending on what map you're on. I believe this one goes from 1 to 6, but there are some that actually go a lot higher as far as how far you can go in a single roll. Alright, so now I can go, at the start I can go either direction. I'm going to go ahead and head towards nature because that's kind of my element. This land is not yet owned by anyone. If you summon a creature, you can make this your own territory. Using a creature with high HP will better defend your territory. Furthermore, if the creature element, those symbols, matches the land element, a land effect HP plus 10 will be added and will make the creature stronger. Press down the direction buttons to enter creature mode. So yes, I could summon any of these creatures, but if I summon things like Pillar of Fire or Minotaur, they won't gain the land benefit. But if I match the elements, they will get a plus 10 HP increase. It's actually not just plus 10 HP, it's based off the worth of the territory itself. But since everything right now is rank 1, it's just going to give you plus 10. But you can also increase the rank of your territory, very similar to Monopoly, where you buy like houses and hotels to make things worth more. And if you do that, you'll actually make that territory stronger, and if you have the matching element, you'll actually make the creature stronger. Anyway, a safe bet will be to play Wall of Stone, so I'll go ahead and play that. And there you go, I now own it. And now he's going to be playing his thing. Now what's kind of interesting about this game is I can actually briefly see what's in his hand as he takes his actions. Which is actually kind of an interesting design choice, because, there's always that thing like, oh, the computer's obviously cheating. But in this case, I can literally see their hand, and that means they probably could see my hand as well while I take my turn. Now it's round 2. I didn't mention this before, but you can use a spell card before you roll a die. If there's a spell card which you can use, it will be highlighted. You can use spells to restrict opponents or to help yourself. When you have spell cards, give it a try. Alright, so I just drew a kobold. Let's see. So yeah, I can also pull up the map if I want to and just take a look at things. So what he summoned was a wolf. It has an item limit, it can't use scrolls, and it's neutral, which means it doesn't actually gain any benefits from any territory. But it's generally neutral creatures are very cheap to summon. So this one's actually a pretty safe play, just simply there to kind of just collect a value. The more territory you have, and the more the worth of those territories, the more total mana you have, which will also influence how much mana you get once you've completed a lap. Very much like in Monopoly, you can, when you complete a lap, you'll actually get a bunch of mana back to kind of play with it some more. So yeah, you could probably consider this like a mix of Monopoly and Magic the Gathering, for a sense. As for the little number here, the number represents how much that territory, the toll for that territory. So if you land on someone else's territory, you will have to pay that much in mana to the other player. Of course, you have options to summon a monster and try to fight for that territory, in which case, if you win, you'll take that territory. If not, you lose, and you still have to pay the toll. There's also a bunch of little other options, but for right now, we'll just keep on going. By the way, this video might be long. Anyway, I could kill that creature. Actually, no, I can't. I don't think I can. No, I can't. I can damage that creature, and damage does carry over, but it does regenerate as you complete laps. I believe you recover like 20% every time you finish a lap, like all your creatures. So for right now, we'll just go ahead and move. Alright, we are in an air territory, which is not that useful. I think... I could summon anything at this point. I'll go ahead and summon a Pillar of Flame. This thing won't get any bonuses, but it's pretty safe. Alright, and he just got a ring. Oh, he's gonna summon again. This is a goblin. Goblins are super weak, but they cost 0 to summon, so they're literally free. The select button will open the help window. If there's anything you don't understand, try using it. R1 will open the information window. If there's information you want, you can view it there if you want. Alright, mana. This is a 0 cost spell that lets you get 50 mana for every lap that's been completed. Right now this thing would give me 0 because I've completed 0 laps, I believe. Or it might give me 50, I don't remember.
Aim for the castle.
Okay, Now, a way a lap is completed in this game is not just completing a circuit around the map. It's you have to hit every single one of these checkpoint towers. Every checkpoint tower you hit will give you 100 mana, and once you complete all of them, then you head back to the castle, and that's a lap. This will become more apparent once you play on a little bit more complicated maps. Right now, this one's literally a square, so you just go in a circle. Anyway, we can go ahead and summon. We'll summon a... I will summon a kobold. Kobold. Now, something else you probably have noticed is, while my territories are worth 16... Oh, he's swapping. Alright, a bunch of stuff just happened. Alright. Because he landed on a checkpoint, which is actually a little unique. Now, one thing, as I was saying, you might notice that my total is 16, while his are 24. If you control multiple tiles of the same elements in the same quote-unquote area, there could be multiple areas. Right now there's only one. They will actually benefit from each other. You'll actually get more value out of them. So this chain of 2 is actually worth more. So that's why the total is a little bit higher. Now the other thing he did is he landed on a checkpoint. Now he still gets the benefit of the 100 mana, but on a checkpoint you can't summon anything because it's not really a territory. But when you're on a checkpoint or a castle, all his territories become accessible for doing certain things. Like, one of the things he did was he replaced this monster with a different monster. So what he did is he put the goblin card back in his hand and he summoned a dragonfly to replace it. The reason he did this is because this is a fire elemental creature. Some other things you can do is you can actually move creatures one space. So if you wanted to, he could have moved this creature over and tried to attack me that way, or he could have moved this creature over here to like just to change things up. Now, the only way you can do those types of territory commands is if you're either on a checkpoint or a castle. The other way you can do it is if you pass over a territory. So, for example, if I was like back at the castle and I rolled my die and I moved past, or either I landed on or I moved past this wall of stone, I could actually, instead of summon, I could choose to do a territory command with those locations. Sounds a little complicated, but the game is actually rather straightforward once you get used to the rules. Anyway, now this dragonfly has 20 HP, so guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to go ahead and use the spell.
Magic bolt.
And I'll blow it up. 20 damage, and it dies. So I just broke his chain, so now it's only worth, his other territory is only worth 16 again. This land is owned by your foe. If you don't do anything, you'll be charged a total and will lose magic. You can acquire the land by winning a battle. If there is a up arrow or an equal icon next to the card, the strength of your creature is equal to or above the HP of your foe, and gives you a good chance of winning. However, if your opponent uses magic or items, there's a chance you may be defeated. Deciding whether to battle or not is up to you. Press down to blah blah blah. So if I want to, I can attack. The only thing that has any possible way of winning is my Minotaur, because it has 40 attack, and this wolf has 40 health. I know he has some items in his hand, so I'm pretty concerned about that, but I will give this a shot. One thing to note, unless there's an ability or an item that says otherwise, the attacker always attacks first, and then the defender. So let's go ahead and get this started.
Minotaur. Wolf.
So at this screen, you can choose to play an item card. I don't have any, so I'm going to go ahead and skip. Alright, he played the Vampire Ring. Alright. So that was a draw, which means no monsters died, but I didn't win the fight either, and so I'm going to have to pay the toll. Even if the card displays up arrow or equal, it does not guarantee a victory. If the opponent uses items or if the creature uses its abilities, there are times that you may actually be defeated. So what he played was the Ring of the Vampire. What Ring of the Vampire does is it gives the creature first strike and they drain health. So the wolf actually attacked first because of the first strike, did 20 damage to my Minotaur, and then gained an additional 20 HP because of the life drain. So he was up to 60 HP, I did 40 damage, and that's all that happened. The damage does carry over. The wolf only has 20 HP now for the time being, but I did lose the fight. Damage the enemy a little at a time can also be a good strategy. Give it up, I won't let someone like you blah 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 blah. Oh, that went a little faster than I expected. They'll usually taunt you whenever they get a toll out of you. That was actually a little costly, but that's okay. Landing on an opponent's territory will require you to use magic to pay the toll. In order to not be charged a toll, you will have to defeat the opponent's creature. There's actually some other ways to get around it, but I won't go into it. Alright, he's playing some bunch of neutral creatures. Alright, so Longsword. This is an item card. I could have used this sooner. Now, what was actually really expensive about that fight is the Minotaur. The Minotaur requires 70 mana to summon. It's actually a rather solid fire card. That's okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and summon a Gas Cloud, which is also going to cost me 70 mana. These cards are actually super expensive. The Gas Cloud has 30 HP and 30 strength. It's also kind of like a wall card, but it's not really a wall card, because it can still attack. But its special ability is anything that's not a scroll attack does only half damage. So technically this thing actually has about 60 HP. Capturing multiple lands of the same element will increase the value and toll of each. Obtain as many lands of the same element as you can. Oh, you can actually play that now.
Mana.
So you gained, okay, he gained 50. So that's how much he would have gained. Alright, when engaging in a battle, if you land if the land next to you is your territory, you'll gain a strength plus 10 bonus. Okay, so what it's talking about here is if I were to attack this wolf again, because I have this territory next to it, I actually get plus 10 strength. So if I had a territory over here as well, it would actually be plus 20 strength. So that's another way to kind of give yourself an edge in combat. I can't really do anything, so I'm just going to pass because I'm out of mana practically. If you ever reach a point where you cannot pay the toll, you will have to pay it by sacrificing territories.
Good luck to your next journey.
And if you're at that point, you're probably in deep trouble. When engaging in battle, yes, you've told me that already. Alright, I'm actually going to have to probably discard next turn, unless I play mana now, but I don't want to play mana now because I'm about to finish a lap.
You've got a reward. Good luck to your next journey.
Okay, so I can do this battle here. And I think I will. I will play a Tiger Beetle. This is a Tiger Beetle versus Tiger Beetle fight. So this thing has... The creature that's on here is a Tiger Beetle. It has 30 HP, but it actually has 60 because of the plus 10 effect. So I will go ahead and play it.
Tiger Beetle. Tiger Beetle.
And then I can... If I press the corresponding key, that's what card I'll play. So in this case, I'll play that one. He doesn't have any creature cards, so I win. So I get plus 30 strength from the sword.
The offense defeated the enemy.
Hey, that's not right. And we took his land. So his creature died, gets discarded, and we get his territory. And we don't have to pay the toll. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and play mana now.
Mana.
And I get 100 mana because I've completed a lap. Alright, you just passed your territory. The land with blinking outline is your territory. You use territory commands on these territories. Leveling up territories will increase the land value and the toll price. If the creature element matches the land effect will also be boosted. Do note, however, that leveling up requires a good amount of magic. Press down on the blah 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 blah. So yeah, I can actually go down to territory, I can go and do things with this. So I can either level up the land, which will make it worth more, I can transform the land, which means I can change the element entirely. Doing this is actually pretty expensive. It costs about 300 mana to transform a level 1 element to another element. Unless it's neutral, then it costs less. But also, if you have that territory already leveled up, it will cost more to transform it. I can move a creature. In this case, I can't because walls can't move. And then you can also exchange the creature. I could swap that creature out for a different one. But I don't care about that because I don't need to right now. I could fight this goblin. I will go ahead and fight him with a dragonfly because it's a cheap cost. Also, the benefit of a dragonfly is they have first strike. So if you're going to summon things on a different element, first strike is usually pretty safe.
Goblin.
Because that means they will always attack first even when defending. If there's ever a situation where two creatures with first strike, the attacker will always go first.
The offense defeated the enemy.
Alright. Oh, he's gonna cast some spells. All he has in his hand are spells right now. Alright, so for 2 rounds, I'm gonna be effective as slow. Thank you for the toll. I gained 24 mana from him. Yes, you've already told me that. So now... Oh, cool, I got some leather armor. Anyway, since I'm slowed, my die roll can only go to 1 to 3. Luckily, I rolled a 3. When you land on a fort or castle, you can use the territory commander of the entire map. Leveling up territories will increase the land value and the toll price. Yes. Yes, you've told me all that. Yep, you told me all that. Okay. So it lets me know that, hey, I can use any territories now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that over here. I'm gonna level up this land. I'm gonna level up to level 3. So now this territory is gonna give plus 30 HP. It's also gonna have increased toll price. As you can see, it's now worth 192 for a toll. That other screen that popped up was actually the value of symbols, but you don't need to worry about symbols on this map. There's also kind of like a stock market thing, but I never play with that usually. Leveling up territories will increase the land value and the toll price if the creature blah blah blah. Yes, you've told me that many times already. Aww, you got around all of them.
Good luck to your next journey.
Alright, he's gonna do the same thing. He's leveling up his territory. Oh, I got a giant rat. I didn't... Alright, well, I can fight this rat pretty much with anything I want. I'll do it with a gas cloud.
Gas cloud. Giant rat.
Also, since he completed his lap, his wolf has recovered a little bit of HP. Oh, I forgot first strike. Luckily, it only does 15. But yeah, that's something you can miss out on because the symbols don't take they don't take account of creature abilities. So if I had taken someone else, like my tiger beetle or something, the tiger beetle would have actually lost because of the first strike. Anyway, right now his little responses are based entirely off of whether or not he's in the lead. Right now we're pretty much in control. Yes, I know about territory commands. Actually... I'll hold on to my... I can probably afford I can level up this land. It's safe.
Goblin. Kobold.
Kobold. 20 strength. I can survive it, so I'll just go ahead and not play anything. Bonk. The little red bar that's on the health and strength bar is the bonuses. You always lose bonus first unless said otherwise. Fighter. Same stats as a Minotaur, but cheaper because it's neutral. I'll just play a rat. That's free.
Weakness.
Oh. So he just debuffed my dragonfly. It now has a strength of 0, so it's useless. Oh, and he landed exactly on it. How convenient.
Skeleton. Dragonfly.
So this thing does 30 damage. I'm just gonna play a leather armor because it's free. I'm just doing this to mock you.
The battle was drawn.
I don't even care about that territory. But thank you for the 24 mana.
You've got a reward. Good luck
Thank
to
you.
your next journey.
Alright, we can do territory stuff again. Level up. This will require 320 mana. I'll go ahead and do it. So now it's worth a bazillion.
Weakness.
Alright, weakness on my Pillar of Flame, that's fine. Aw, you just avoided death. Actually, he has a lot of mana, so he can actually afford it. Unfortunately, I don't have any cards that can manipulate his movement. If I did, I would happily use it. Alright, so the music changed because I'm halfway to victory, I believe. Yes, I am. If you look at the top there, I have 2,506 total mana because of territory. I only have 170 mana to spend, while Wyvern has 1370 total mana, and majority of it is just mana that he can spend.
Aim for the castle.
Alright. Tell you what. Oh, I don't have enough. I was thinking about doing a transformation, but I don't have the means to do it. What I can do... Yeah, don't have enough to do transformations. I can do exchange. There you go.
Skeleton. Gas cloud.
Alright, 30 strength. Oh, actually it's gonna be 40 strength because there's someone neighboring it. But he doesn't have enough damage to kill this. In fact, it won't even pierce the support effect. So I'm safe. Sometimes sometimes the AI does stupid things, or they try to fake you out. Anyway, Skeleton's special abilities, they regenerate all HP at the end of battle.
The battle was drawn.
Not that it matters, because it returned to his hand anyway. Alright, thank you for the mana. Holy Word 6. Now what this does is target Scepter's next roll will be a 6, no matter what, unless you overlap it. I have too many cards, so I will discard a wolf. I don't need a wolf. Awesome. So I will go ahead and play a Minotaur.
Minotaur. Wolf.
So the wolf has full HP again because it recovered enough. I don't remember what sort of defense cards he has, so just to be... Actually, I am more than safe. I have 60 strength right now. So even if he plays that card, it won't do anything. That leather armor only gives 20 HP. So bam! Alright, we control all fire tiles.
Discard your card.
skeleton.
He's really persistent with that skeleton. Alright, he probably just played as mace, so I will go ahead and deal with that. Also notice that the kobold's HP is at 26 instead of max, because it hasn't fully recovered from the previous battle. Alright, so this will give you plus 20 strength, you're at 50. This will give me plus 30 HP, so I'm at 66. Any item cards used are usually discarded with a few exceptions. Boost attack. Use something effective. Oh, does confusion on the opponent, which I have no idea what that does. Alright. Just counting tiles. If he's ever 6 away from that wall of stone, I'm gonna use this Holy Word 6 on him. What's in my hand right now? A mace. This guy has 50 HP. Okay, that's not enough. So I will go ahead and exit.
Aim for the
Perfect. The problem is he actually got a fly card. But I'll go ahead and do it anyway. Just to force him to use it. Oh, I wish I could play multiple spells. In the 360 version, there are quick spells, which allow you to continue casting spells even if you've used one. But they don't have that in this game. You can only cast one spell per turn, no matter what. So yeah, I will go ahead and... Man, that sucks.
Shatter.
Go ahead and play it Shatter. I'll play it on his fly spell. But I lost my opportunity already, so it didn't help much.
Good luck to your next journey.
Alright. I can level up this land one more time, but I'll eat up all my mana. So what I'm going to do instead... I think I will go ahead and try moving. What's in my hand? A mace. It'll do 30 damage. Yeah, that'll be enough. So yeah, let's territory. We're gonna move this creature over one space.
Tiger beetle. Tiger beetle.
I'll go ahead and use my mace. I'll have just enough attack power to do this. 50 damage. So now I took over his territory that he upgraded.
Defeated the enemy.
And that just gave me more total mana. Oh, you haven't... Oh, you rolled a 6 anyway. Congratulations. Yeah, go ahead. Attack me.
Skeleton.
Go ahead. See how that goes for you.
Wall of stone.
I have 100 HP. Good luck. The wall was able to attack simply because there are neighboring territories.
The battle was drawn.
And there we go, 691 mana, thank you. Now I have plenty to play with. Hey, you want some upgrades? Here, you can have some upgrades. You get an upgrade. We'll just do level 4.
Discard your card. You've got a reward. Good luck to your next journey.
So if I really want to play around, I could go ahead and do level transformation. You know what? I will do that. Why not? This might actually lower my overall value, but that's okay. So now that's a chain of 5 fire. So yeah, up there you can see that's change in symbol values. You can actually buy and sell symbols in this game, and you can kind of do a stock market type thing, but I'm not going to worry about it. It did lower the value of wind symbols, but there's no way to get symbols in this map, at least not yet. Okay, he casts Fly. So he's going to move. He gets to roll essentially 2 dice. Alright, you lost some mana. Good for you. Oh, Holy Word 1. Perfect. Let's discard a Kobold.
Aim for the castle.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and level up this.
Aim for the castle.
Skeleton. Pillar of flame.
Alright, so I can take the hit here. Not that it matters, I have no way to equip anything.
The battle was drawn.
Alright, we're just about done with this match. Your total magic has reached the goal. Hurry back to the castle now.
Discard your card.
So yeah, there's the castle. I'm at 5,209. The requirement was 5,000. So what I'm gonna do, I'm 6 spaces away from victory, so I'll go ahead and just play Spell Word 6. Holy Word 6 on myself. I roll a 6,
You've got a reward.
and I win. Oh yeah, so here it is. Kokuma's creatures have gained 20% MHP. That's how much they recover.
You are the winner of this war.
You've done it, Kokuma. An outstanding victory. His power. No, it's just that I held back too much. Also, Kokuma's a she. Kokuma, don't think that that was my true ability. I'll let you go this time. Later. Whee! Thank you so much. Wyvern wasn't as skilled as he claimed, was he? And now I can continue my travels in search of scepters. No, wait! Ah! Kokuma, your skills just now and your powerful presence. You are without a doubt the scepter I've been searching for. Please help me. Only you can save the universe.
The true winner is determined.
Yeah, this was a little one-sided. To be honest, if you're just introduced to the game, you can actually get pretty much wrecked in this tutorial battle, just simply from not knowing what you're doing. And you can also kind of see the overall analysis. He was slightly in the lead for a little bit, and then everything just went downhill. And then he even keeps track of actually keeps track of quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, he didn't do so well. Anyway, do not save the replay. Whenever you win a battle, you'll get more cards. If you lose a battle, you'll still get cards, but not as many. And if you lose a battle, you have to essentially refight the story battle. Anyway, we got a bunch of new cards. Let's go ahead and quickly go over them. I don't remember how this works. Do I just hit A? I think it is. Alright, so we got a Catabolas. I can never pronounce that. When an item is not used, a creature inflicts damage equal to opponent's strength. Okay, so this creature will either do strength plus item and damage, or they'll match the strength of their opponent, which is interesting. Evil creature, yeah, there's also a little bit of extra information. Evil creature with an evil eye. Enemies it spies will have power taken away despite not having physical contact. The decreasing of HP has no influence on the outcome of the battle. I don't know what that means. Anyway, you saw this already. Merfolk lives deep in the ocean, depths of the ocean, hates people who live on land, and It's the land that Dagon possesses. Pretty basic creature. 20 and 30 HP. Okay. By the way, this one is S as far as its rarity. Vision. During battle, HP equals 30. So its HP is always 30 whenever in battle. And it neutralizes wind-based attacks. So if any wind creature attacks, it will do 0 damage to it. Unless it's a scroll. Far away, projects a giant appearance, but disappears once near. Cannot receive damage from opponents with special attributes. Wall of Ice. Pretty much just like Wall of Stone, but it's ice. It's special. It actually has less HP, but its special ability is it gains 30 HP at the beginning of battle. Can be called out by spells, impossible to melt because he keeps on freezing the surrounding air even after being summoned. Cannot be used defense, cannot use for offense, and cannot move with territory commands. Dryads, standard limits. They can't use weapons. Their support ability is they can move to any nature tile whenever they move. It has to be vacant though. So instead of just moving one space that's neighboring, as long as it's a nature tile in the same territory or area of the map, they can immediately teleport to that spot. The ladies have the ability to move from one tree to another instantaneously. Oh, also, it says support ability, but it's actually supposed to be ability, and that other thing is called support. Support cards are they can use creature cards as an item, essentially. And they'll actually gain the stats. So it's a way of like having a bunch of little creatures attack at the same time. Quick Beast. Alright. Okay. This thing has a special... Well, first of all, it has a few requirements. So, I don't think we have... Oh, I didn't mention this either. Beside the cost... for this Cataplus, it has 80 mana cost, but also it says plus fire. This means you cannot use this card unless you control at least one fire territory. So some of these cards are really strong, but also have additional requirements where you actually have to have territory in possession in order to use it first. Same thing for this thing. It costs 40 mana to summon, but you have to have 2 nature tiles first before you can even use it. Its special ability is you can pay 60 mana to activate its territory ability, which is just what you use in the territory menu, and it'll lower an adjacent land 1 level, and it blows itself up. But with the impact, he will die as well. So he just kills himself with earthquakes. Elves. First strike, critical hit against nature creatures. So this thing I'll actually do plus 50% damage against nature creatures. Pretty standard stuff. Nothing special with the giant bat. And we have a glaive, which is plus 20 strength, plus 20 HP. Has a bonus level of attack and defensive power. Okay, and that's it for that, so end. Kokuma, thank you for that. I am a magic staff. Gologun is my name. I will join you on your travels. I'm so happy to meet you. I come from a world called Rudo. I have come to Soltaria by the order of the supreme god Kuldra. There will appear in this world a scepter who will attempt to gain control of the entire universe. This is what Kuldra predicted. That scepter's name is Gemini. He must be defeated before he stands above all scepters and can declare his wish. You are the one who can do this. From now on, many scepters will seek you out to do battle. You must defeat them and obtain many cards if you are to become the strongest scepter and defeat Gemini. If in your journeys your confidence is shaken, return to this place. I will always be there for you. Oh yes, if the card you just obtained seems useful to you, edit your book and put it in. Shall I explain editing the book? No. There you go, Kokuma. If there's anything you don't understand, you can take a look at the online manual. I'm pretty sure it's still up, because I'm pretty sure there's people that still play Culdcept. I don't know where Gemini is currently. You should probably start your search, hone your abilities during your travels. Alright, and I can save. Alright, sorry for this video going a bit long. This was a bit of an introduction, and these matches can take a while too. But I will go ahead and call this a video. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Culdcept. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will do some off-screen deck editing, and we'll continue from there. See you guys later.